Here's a memorable studio moment when I was working on this song called Close in True Studios, and this is actually recent. I was working on originally 2 different songs that were produced by my homie Jeremy Lloyd. He's a great producer, part of the group Marion Hill. He was playing me this beat that we had worked on before we had gone to the studio, and I had nothing written to it, but I just told my homie Nick, I was just like, yo, hook up the mic, give me a lot of reverb, and I'm gonna just zone out. We were playing the music through the speakers and just basically voice memoing live type of stuff. And I remember I came up on something that just inspired me. I had a melody that was just stuck in my head, and I kept repeating it. And I had just come out of, like a relationship scenario, so I was already kind of like emotional, and the vibe was just so perfect that I was able to articulate every feeling that I had in one take. And it was just the best thing that's ever happened to me. You know how people would be like, oh, I freestyled this. Like, no, it was legit freestyle from top to bottom, and it sounded like a complete song. For me, that was great because I've been trying a different process where I don't write. I just freestyle enough to the point where I actually know what I want to say, and then I'll go in the booth and lay it down. But that really inspired me to believe in my, like, how I feel about music more than just crafting up like the best verse, you know what I mean? Like letting the track speak for me, or letting my feelings speak for me, instead of like, you know what I mean, my diction and like, my vernacular, just trying to be like impressive, you know what I mean? Instead, it's just like trying to be honest and trying to be vulnerable. And those 2 things made, in my opinion, one of the best songs that I have that's not even out yet. So it's crazy. Because the melody was like, cause you feel too close to me. 911. You feel too close to me. Touch back up there. Make room for this. Yeah, it's pretty tight, man. Like, fans can expect to hear it very soon. I'm definitely gonna drop this song very soon. While it's still fresh on my mental and still a part of like how I feel. Because I feel like sometimes a song can die if you like let it live too long, or you let it like, be on the shelf for too long. It's not like wine, it doesn't just get better with age. Some songs do, but sometimes you need to be able to produce the way you're feeling, you know what I mean? And you don't need to overlap certain feelings, because then it becomes confusing. Like, you'll have a song where it'll be like, I love this girl, then the next song is like, man, I hate that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want that to be the scenario. So they should expect it soon, yeah.
Every time he passes the weed back, it's wet. Oh, the weed's wet every time. Like, no, matter of fact, not every time, because he tries not to. I feel like not to, so it's not every time. But then there's times. Cool J ass.
By the time I was on the plane, they were asking me to leave. It just all started coming back to me the next day when Ivan was telling me how I was trying to talk to the pilot while I was on the plane. I was trying to convince the stewardess that I was totally fine.
And then when we go to the justice system for help, and we looking for them to change these laws and to give us some type of justice, it's not happening. So every time it's just another blow.
At the root of a lot of problems is a lack of love. There's a lack of God's love. There's a lack of brotherly love. There's a lack of respect. So take that message and package it up into this music, put it over this beat.